It's Breyonna. So today we're going to be using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Blends palette. Now this is the OG from Blend Bunny, and I know a lot of you guys have this palette and absolutely love it because everybody tells me that I am sleeping on it. So we're going to see if it's worth the hype. Now Blend Bunny did send me over this palette, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you again for sending it to me because, I mean, this palette is so pretty. It is 100% matte. There's absolutely no shimmers in it. And you can see, like, there's bright, there's smoky, you know, there's pastels, like there's a good healthy mix of everything. Now I do want to do more of like a whimsical, springy, kind of like pastel kind of look today because that's just kind of what I'm into. But we will definitely be using this more. But as always, grab yourself a drink or a snack. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. And if you'd like to check me out over on Instagram or TikTok, it's at Breyonna as well. So I'm gonna warn you, I got a kitty cat on my lap. So if you see anything, hear anything, it's Winnie. But I kind of want to do, you know, like a rainbow in a way. I don't know. I think it's going to be really fun. But the first shade I want to go in with is this one right here called Promise. It's kind of like a pinky purple. It's a very interesting kind of pastel, but I'm just going to be taking it on this pinch blending brush. And I'm packing it right in the inner third of my lid. Ooh, that is pigmented. Oh my gosh, like I didn't know what to expect because again, like pastels, you know, they can sometimes be dusty and funky, but right off the bat, this one's nice. And again, the brush I'm using in this is this ABH A10. I'm kind of stuttering because I'm just so like impressed with that. Now I'm just gonna go in with just a tiny bit more. Again, I'm packing it onto the lid, like really like pressing it down, because this is where I want the color to be like true pigment. And then using whatever is left, fluffing it upwards towards my brow, doing these little circular motions. But wow. That is so nice. And also it is not dusty. Like there's no like kickback in the air. There's no kickback in the pan. It has a beautiful formula right off the bat. And then I'm just going to take that brush that I applied my eye primer with no additional on it. And I am just going to do these little circular motions around the edge just to help soften it. Because when I start getting chatty or a little too excited, things get a little chunky on the edge. So I'm just going to take the brush and flip it onto the other side and go in with the pale purple called Giggle. But I'm just going to be packing it right next to Sunsets. And I'm applying it more in the center third of my eye. I do need like a little bit more. Now I would say that this shade is as pigmented as Sunsets. Like it just needs like that second layer just a little bit. But again, it is not dusty. And pastel purples, let me just say from experience, like they get very, very dusty and they have a hard time like layering up, especially next to other colors. So this one has a really good formula so far. Now I am going to take just a little bit more and kind of like buff it into the pink. Because again, I want like that seamless blend. I don't want like that Neapolitan ice cream look. I want like that really pretty gradient. And you don't want to do like a swiping motion, because then you're going to disturb everything you have going on underneath. So what I do is I like press and then lift. But you can see like, honestly, like these are blending so nice into each other. You can see it doesn't give that like Neapolitan like stripe look, which I'm not going for. I know sometimes it looks really cute, but I want like that really like soft, like cotton candy kind of vibe. I don't know if you're like this too, but I'm always so indecisive as to like which shades I want to use out of a palette because there's just so many pretty options, especially like with this one. Like there's a lot of good pastels in here, but I think I want to go in with Dream. At first I was going to go in with this one right above it, but I feel like Dream's going to go in with the purple a little bit better because it kind of is like a sky blue with just like a tiny, tiny hint of lavender to it. This time around, I'm going to be using a smaller brush just to get a little bit more precision in this outer edge. But you can see I am packing it down and like really pressing it in. And then I'm going to do these little circular motions to blend it. Again, this shade isn't as pigmented right away as that Promise, that bright pink that we used originally. It is just a little bit more on the buildable side. So I'm just going to go in with more of my brush. I'm going to pack it next to the purple now. Again, it has a really nice formula for a pastel. Like, it is not doing that dusty thing. So if you don't like dusty pastels, I feel like you're going to really enjoy the shades we have used so far. Because they're not getting everywhere. Like, honestly, you wouldn't have to do your eyes first with this formula. Because there's absolutely no fallout with these. At least for how I'm using them right now. And again, I am overlapping it with that purple because I want that nice, seamless, soft blend. Again, I'm kind of going for like a cotton candy kind of vibe on this eye. And I feel like we're really getting that. And you can see, like, we're not getting that chunky, funky thing. These are not lifting or acting weird. And again, like, you can see my palette. Like, there is absolutely no kickback in the pan. Like, I'll show you what I mean. But do you see this? Like, I am, like, digging my brush in. And there's nothing going everywhere. So now we're going to do the other eye. And I'm first going to go in with First Kiss. And this is kind of like a muted creamsicle orange. It looks a little bit more of like a neutral on my brush, so let's see how it applies. Yeah, like this is definitely a little bit more on the muted side. But again, it is very pigmented. Like, again, only one layer right now. And you can see, like, a little goes a long way with this too. But I'm taking it on this Morphe M456. And again, I'm packing it onto my lid first. And then I'm going to buff it upwards towards my brow. I do wish that this orange was just a little bit brighter. So you could do like a pastel rainbow. But I can see why it's a little bit more muted. So you kind of get like a neutral option for those that want something, you know, bright, but also kind of a little bit more on the wearable side as well. So I can see why she did that. Like, it's an orange, but it just has like a little bit of tan to it. I'm just going to take a little bit more. But you can see, like, it's not dusty. It's not like lifting off the eye. And it's giving a really nice blend. So let's go in with the shade that I am the most curious about out of this palette, and that is this pale yellow called Secret. Now, I will warn you, out of all the shades we have used today, this one is powdery in the pan. But I'm hoping the secret that she means by this shade is that it's the best pale yellow I'm gonna ever use. Because it is so hard to find pale yellows that actually work and are not dusty and funky and hard to work with. And that actually stick to the eye. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, that is pretty. Now, I will say out of all the shades, though, it is dusty on the eye. Like, this one does have a little bit of fallout. But again, it is sticking to my eye primer. It is not acting funny. And it is extremely pigmented. Like, I don't feel like I need to layer it up. Again, though, if you are going to use a shade, I would definitely recommend using a light colored tacky primer because, again, it is a little bit more on the dusty side, so it's really going to make it so that pastel pops and also make sure that it adheres to the base. Because sometimes, like I've said, like, pastels just need, like, that extra little tackiness just to really make sure that they're adhering. And you can kind of see, like, in the pan, it is a little bit on the dusty side, but again, it is super pigmented. Now, I am going to go in with just a little bit of First Kiss next to it and lightly tap. You know, it is slightly lifting. Again, it is so hard to find these nice pale yellows that don't do this kind of thing. But I will say, like, out of all the ones I have tried in my collection, this one is sticking the best. But you can kind of see, like, on my eyelid, like right here, it is slightly lifting. It's not First Kiss, though. It's just Secrets. So what I'm going to do is kind of bring in First Kiss where it's not sticking to help kind of, like, finesse it. And last but not least, for the outer edge, we're going to go in with this pale green called Inside Joke. And I'm just going to be taking this on a different flat shader brush. This is a Morphe M433. I guess technically it is a pinch blending brush, my bad. I don't know why I said the shader, but it's a pinch blending brush. Ooh, this one's pigmented. Now I am going to go in with just a little bit more, and I'm going to slightly overlap it with the yellow. Now with that yellow being so fair, you have to be a little bit mindful because this green can definitely overpower it if you're not careful. But you can kind of see when I'm tapping on the edge, you can see the yellow's just lifting just a tiny bit. And then using whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to lightly dust the edge. You know what it reminds me of is, you know, like that 70s like green, that light green that people had in their houses? This is what that color is. You know, like bathtubs and stuff that are like that certain kind of like bluish green? This is that kind of shade. It's kind of like a brighter minty green, but it's not like super blue. It's like that mint that's like a little bit more on the green side. Now let me know, do you say sherbet or sorbet? I'm not a fancy kind of bitch, so I say sherbet. And this reminds me of sherbet, like this side, and then the other side reminds me of cotton candy. Now you could leave the look right here, but I want like a little something something, so I'm gonna go in with this new Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous Color Liquid Liner in white. I'm not exactly sure like the exact name of it because it doesn't have it printed on here, but it is such a nice liquid liner. I really like their metallic ones. But what I'm going to do is just cut the crease using it. Oh yeah, that added a lot. So I just did my face off camera, and now we're gonna do the lower lash line. So I'm first just gonna go in with that Promise shade on this ES6 from Profusion. Honestly, I'm just mirroring what we did on the lid to the lower lash line. So now I'm just gonna go in with Giggle. Again, I'm just gonna use the same brush to help get a really good blend. You can see like how pigmented these are because I did not wipe off my brush in between. And like look at that blue compared to like the pink and the purple. Like it's not like looking like I mixed it. And then with the other side, again, I'm just gonna start with First Kiss, that muted orange. This time around I'm using this Madison Beer. It's like a small, tiny little shader brush. And then now for Secret. You see what I mean though? You can kind of see it's a little bit dusty because it's kind of kicking back up in the air. And then lastly, I'm just gonna do Inside Joke. Now, I'm really curious about this matte white, and normally for an inner corner highlight, I would go in with like a shimmer, you know, just to add a little bit of spice and shine with the look. But I don't know, I want to see how pigmented this shade is. I'm just going to be taking it on this Anastasia A14 pencil brush, and ooh. It's not a dusty white. Let's see how it builds up. Ooh, yeah. I'm just gonna kind of like feather it into that orange a little bit, but do you see how pigmented that is? Now let's see how it applies to the pinky purple side. You can see it is giving me a little bit of fallout, but it's really not that bad. Like, honestly though, matte whites usually have fallout. They're kind of like a pastel in that way. But you can see, like, it looks really good. And again, it's giving me a really good blend. And it's not like kicking back up anything next to it. As you can see, I still have that really nice soft gradient here in the front. I am just blown away with the quality of these pastels. Like, I mean, just look at how pretty they are. But let me know which side is your favorite. For me personally, even though I love the green, yellow, and orange, because it's just so different and cool, my eyes just directly go to the pink, purple, and blue. Like every time I look at myself, my viewfinder, I instantly look at this side. So this one's my favorite, but let me know which side that you like more. But I'm just saying, this is hands down one of the nicest pastel formulas I have ever used. Like seriously, I mean, look at the blend that I have on my eyes. Like things are not lifting, they don't look dusty or weird, they don't look chunky. Like you can see, like it is like a flawless blend, which is really hard to do with pastels because again, like they're very dusty and they can be really hard to work with and get to adhere to the eye. And this formula, I did not struggle with whatsoever. Like the yellow was a little bit dusty, but after it kind of set on my eye for a second, you can see it literally just melted right in. Now again, I've only tried 7 out of 30 shades in here, so there's 23 shades in here I have not touched yet, so I can't vouch for the other ones in here that I haven't used. But as for the ones I have, oh my gosh, like the quality is so nice and they're so easy to work with. They blend themselves out, and if you're a beginner and you want to try out pastels, or you know, you just want to experiment with pastels in general, this is an amazing formula. Again, they are so buttery and smooth. They apply more like a traditional eyeshadow. They're not super powdery. And again, like they just blend out like a dream. Like I can't say enough great things about them. But again, I haven't tried the other shades in this palette, so I don't know how they are, but I'll definitely be experimenting with it more because so far I'm just really impressed with it. But in the comments, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know if you'd like to see more looks using this palette or the Surge palette, because Blend Bunny also sent me that. And she did send me her brushes as well, and I know a lot of you guys told me that I am sleeping on them, so I'm gonna be using those as well because I've heard so many great things about them, and I feel like I just need to use them. And also, like, the handles are really cool. Like, I'll show you guys in the next video because we're gonna be doing a lot of Blend Bunny looks here soon. But before you go though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. And if you'd like to check me out over on Instagram or TikTok, it's at Breyonna as well. I'll talk to you guys later.